The Muncie Civic Theater. It has gone through great changes, from different locations to remodeling of the current building and its illustrious 78-plus year history. The theater has been a staple in the Muncie community since 1931. The Civic has always been a place where people of all ages can come and learn to express themselves. The Muncie Civic Theater is still as relevant today as it was back during its inception. We asked some people who were involved with the theater some questions about the organization, and this is what they had to say.
We are a full non-profit status, and we are about 99% volunteer. We have 2 official employees, myself and our technical director. We both get paid salaries to work here, and then everything we do above and beyond that is volunteer. All of our directors volunteer, our technicians volunteer, obviously all of our actors volunteer, and then we also have a connection with the university where we have students that volunteer and come here to spend hours for class requirements as well.
Probably about a year ago, I started coming every Tuesday night, and I would be here from 8 to 2 a.m. and working in the costumes, things like that. I just recently finished a show. We did 10 performances. We had 2-3 weeks of rehearsals, so I was here 4 or 5 hours at a time every night and things like that. Plus, I help costume a lot of shows. Even though I may not be the costumer, because I'm the costume coordinator, I will a lot of times go and assist maybe that costumer, or maybe they have an intern that's costuming a show and they need help understanding where things are upstairs or just understanding a certain time period. So I've been here every night this week so far for about 4 hours each night. So.
I know that in the past we've done several different things to get memberships. We've had campaigns or actually contests, if you were. We've had groups of people, membership, that have gone out, and whoever won the most memberships, new memberships, got a prize of some kind. I think Jeff Carter of Carter's Jewelry donated a prize, big prize. So people would sell memberships. So we've done that in the past, and that was very successful. I know that our financial situation now is shaky, but I'm doing everything I can. Anytime we have a production down here, I always put it on Facebook. I let all my Facebook people know, what's going on down here and how they can be involved if they choose to be, and how they can support the theater by attending these shows.
Well, being on the board, I was really privy to a lot of that when I was there. We handled things a lot differently than they do now, and but times have changed. We worked very, very hard in the past to accumulate enough money to run a year's shows and never have to go dig into what was coming in. That went aside for next year's show. But today is a different time. Theater has so many competitors for the business. When you lay down your dollars to see a show, what you have as an alternate possibility is TV, movies, going out, bars, taverns, parties. There are so many avenues of entertainment today that we're really competing very, very strongly. And that dollar that the audience has to spend, we have to offer them something very spatial, very unique, and very, very good. Something that they will buy into, which will take them out of themselves into the play for that period of time, but will also stay with them when they leave the theater, something they might remember or they'll talk about in days to come. it's a very unique situation we're in today, and raising those dollars to keep the doors open and to present really good theater it's really tough today, and I admire the efforts that people put in fundraising. It's a tough job.
The nonprofit status has its good things and bad things. The problem is that economically, sometimes you get yourself in trouble. This non-for-profit organization really needs to understand the fact that we survive on grants. We can't just sell tickets to shows and have it be able to pay all the bills. We often will have to get grants as well to help us. So the organization went through a lot of changes. It went through a lot of board of directors changes and things that mutated the group into a new organization. The financial problems had a lot to do with not only the economy that we were in, but also the quality of the show that had been produced in the past. And so an audience, when they don't get quality, they don't show up. So we've really strived to change that. My predecessor did that. He really turned the programming around, and I'm continuing that mission to really push the bar up so that we have a better product, so that people want to come and see it. Also, it's important that this organization stick around because of its importance for the past 78 years. It wouldn't be here for 78 years if it wasn't important. People like the live entertainment. People enjoy it. It fills that niche. It says, this is a group of people, and everybody knows when they walk in the door, it's volunteers. There's nobody here being paid to sing, and there's nobody here being paid to act. And so when you sit there in your seat and you go, wow, this is amazing, it truly cements the success of the organization itself. There's different things you have to understand. Economically, Muncie has changed a lot. There aren't big check writers in Muncie anymore. There's a few, and there's a few that are very generous to us, and we appreciate them. But the big bulk of them are gone. All the upper management people have finished. So we have to target middle class. We have to target, because that's who's here now. So we have to target them with shows like High School Musical and shows like Smoke on the Mountain, things that appeal to a family audience, so that we can get them in, and then once we get them in, they may be willing to come and see The Miracle Worker because they had such a good time watching another show. So it's just kind of a rebirth of people enjoying theater, and I think that's where we were. Again, it's a roller coaster. The 90s were a little bit down, but now that we're, in the new millennium, things are looking better. Things are artistically better, and I think that's what the organization needed.